I'm Gene Robinson, and I'm the Episcopal Bishop of New Hampshire and a visiting senior fellow here at the Center for American Progress. As a gay man myself, I am so concerned about homelessness among so many of our gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgendered young people who find themselves, frankly, with no safe place to go.
When I first was on the streets, it was bad. It was nice weather at the time, so it wasn't like cold, but it was cold some days.
The Center for American Progress recently completed a report on LGBT youth homelessness, and we found that a disproportionate number of homeless youth are lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender.
Having been homeless when I was young and then being able to go to college and being able to have a career doesn't happen very often. And so statistically, I really shouldn't be sitting here right now.
Although LGBT youth make up only about 4% of the overall population, they make up about 30% of the youth homelessness population.
When I was out there, I was a boy, a feminine boy. I always looked like I had a girl's face.
More lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender youth are coming out younger and younger every day.
Families sometimes react very poorly. There could be violence at home around this, and then youth leave and end up on the streets.
My grandmother asked me to leave because my grandmother said that I can be me, but I couldn't dress up. I couldn't be who I wanted to be. So basically, she asked me to deny who I was.
The right of self-determination, of identity, of gender, that is very important. But most of the families that these young people come from impact their outcome and how they feel about themselves, their self-worth.
A family is the first safety net for young people in this country. And the second safety net is our child welfare system and schools also. And when none of those safety nets function properly, in the case of gay and transgender homeless youth, we have a big crisis.
I stayed, I ran back to where I used to live at. It was tore down, the building was tore down. So basically on the streets, 3rd and K, I just stayed out there, walking around back and forth, going to school.
LGBT homeless youth in school settings face verbal, physical harassment from their peers, face administrators and teachers who just don't know how to deal with LGBT issues.
I think that's why a lot of the youth they don't want to finish school. They don't want to continue on with their education because they don't feel like they're deserving of it.
Regional studies have found that LGBT homeless youth have catastrophic dropout rates.
I made sure that no matter what, if I was going to be out on the streets, I was going to graduate. I feel like crying. I saw a lot of people who came from the same situation I was in come out on the streets. I see a lot of kids now going on the streets, prostituting because they don't have a home.
There are currently no federal programs that target LGBT homeless youth, so we don't see any kind of dedicated money going to that population. We don't see any programs specifically targeting them.
Even when I look into resources for young people who do need housing, who are identifying as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender, and when you call certain places and you say that whole willingness to provide services change.
We're here, we're a part of here, we're still standing here, we're left out in the cold while everybody else is in the warm homes. We're out here sleeping or we're out here prostituting to survive.
These are kids, these are children and young people who are being rejected by their families and then by their schools and then by the systems that are supposed to be there to protect them.
Whatever happened to me then out there is between me and God, nobody else.
The fact of the matter is, homelessness among our gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender youth is a huge problem here in America. If you want to find ways of empowering yourself to do something about homelessness among our LGBT youth, please go to the website and read our report, and let's all work together to end this terrible, terrible problem.